Hello friends, back to our channel B2C, Beginner to Champion for competitive exams. In this video, we'll discuss the weekly current affairs of April 4th week 2021 part 2. First, we move on to international current affair. India has been elected to 3 bodies of United Nations Economic and Social Council for a period of 3 years, and it starts from 1st January 2022. The 3 UN bodies are Commission on Crime Prevention and Crime Justice, Executive Board of UN Entity for Gender Equality and Empowerment of Women, and Executive Board of World Food Programme. Point to be noted, United Nations Economic and Social Council President is Munir Akram, and the headquarters of UN Economic and Social Council is New York, United States of America. Australia has announced a grant of 81.2 million rupees under the Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative as it partners with India for Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative. The IPOI was proposed by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his East Asia Summit in November 2019. Australia is co-leading New Delhi in the maritime ecology pillar of the initiative. The initiative will also help to support a free and open and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. In Australia, India Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative partnership forms the core of the shared vision of both countries. Capital of Australia is Canberra, currency is Australian dollar, and Prime Minister is Scott Morrison. Next, we move on to Russia. The Russian space agency Roscosmos will be launching its own orbital space station in 2025 as Moscow considers withdrawing from International Space Agency space station program amid tensions soaring in the West. The ISS, the International Space Station, is a modular space station in low Earth orbit. It is a multinational collaborative space project involving NASA, Roscosmos, JAXA, ESA, that is the European Space Agency, and CSA. We move on to national news. Uttarakhand CM Tirath Singh Rawat and Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju has inaugurated Water Sports and Adventure Institute WSAI near Tehri Dam Reservoir in Uttarakhand. The project has been developed by Indo-Tibetan Border Police. It will be run by Mountaineering and Skiing Institute of ITBP independently. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and IT has announced FOSS for Gov project, that is Innovation Challenge to accelerate adoption of free and open software in government departments. The government has issued a policy on adoption of open source software in 2015. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually launched distribution of e-property cards under the Sawmitwa scheme. 4.09 lakhs property owners were given e-property cards under the scheme. Sawmitwa stands for Survey of Villages and Mapping with Improvised Technology in Village Areas. We move on to another important national affair. Justice Nulapati Venkata Ramana took oath as the 48th Chief Justice of India. The oath of office has been administered by President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind, at a brief ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. He will succeed Justice Sarath Aravind Bobde, who was the 47th Chief Justice of India. We move on to appointments. The global sportswear brand Puma has signed a long-term agreement with cricketers Washington Sundar and Devdutt Padikkal to promoting their brand as their brand ambassadors. The Controller and Auditor General of India, G.C. Murmu, has been chosen as the external auditor of Organization of Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, OPCW. The term of office will be for 3 years and it will start in 2021. The headquarters of OPCW is in Hague, Netherlands. Accenture India's chairman Rekha M. Menon has been appointed as the chairperson of National Association of Software and Services Companies, NASSCOM. She will succeed UB Praveen Rao, the Chief Operating Officer of Infosys. NASSCOM headquarters is in New Delhi and it was founded in 1st March 1988. We move on to books and others. Climate activist authored a book called Climate Change Explained for One and All. The climate activist name is Akash Radisson. And the book was released on the occasion of Earth Day, observed on 22nd April 2021. We move on to banking and finance. The Reserve Bank of India, the country's top central bank, has issued a show cause notice prior to the cancelling of the license of the fraud in Sampath Finserv Private Limited and NBFC, non-banking financial corporation. Next news is again related to RBI, Reserve Bank of India, allowing commercial bank to pay the dividends on equity shares for financial year 2021 from the profit of the fiscal ended March 31st, 2021. The notification of RBI allows the commercial banks to pay dividends not more than 50% to the amount determined as per the dividend payout ratio prescribed by the RBI. SBI Research, State Bank of India Research, has revised India's GDP growth rate for financial year 2021-2022 to 10.4%. Earlier, it was estimated at 11%. The downward projection has been taken in view of the increasing COVID-19 disturbances in the country. Again, we move on to RBI. RBI approves Atanu Chakrabarti as HDFC Bank's part-time chairman. The Reserve Bank of India has approved the appointment of former Economic Affairs Secretary Atanu Chakrabarti as a part-time chairman and additional independent director of the private sector bank, HDFC Bank. We move on to science and technology. The ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, the premier-most space agency of India, will support 8 joint research projects mooted by the Space Technology Cell, STC, IIT New Delhi. And this program is under the RESPOND program of ISRO. The RESPOND program, it is launched to establish strong links with the premier academic institutions in the country. Now we move on to another news related to space and technology, but it is related to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the premier space agency of United States of America. According to NASA, an experimental instrument aboard the Perseverance Mars rover called the Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment accomplished the task of extracting first oxygen from Mars, the red planet. Mars' atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide. The MOXIE experiment works by separating oxygen from the carbon dioxide molecules, which are made up of 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. The acting administration of NASA is Steve Jerks and headquarters is in Washington, D.C., United States. NASA was founded in 1st October 1958. Awards. Rumana Singha Singhal won the Nelson Mandela World Humanitarian Award. Rumana Sinha Singhal, software engineer turned entrepreneur from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, won the Nelson Mandela World Humanitarian Award 2021 by Diplomatic Mission Global Peace. She was virtually awarded for her contribution of field of developing innovation and functional green products by recycling varied materials and non-biodegradable materials. She was crowned Miss Universe Successful in 2018. She was crowned as a Miss Universe Successful 2018. We move on to summits and conferences. PM Narendra Modi participated in the Leaders Summit on Climate hosted by the President of United States of America, Joe Biden, who is the 47th President of United States of America. The 2-day conference has been virtually organized on 22nd to 23rd April 2021, which coincides with the 5th anniversary of the opening of the Paris Agreement on Climate Change. Theme for the summit is Our Collective Sprint to 2030. Boa Forum for Asia Annual Conference 2021 held. The opening ceremony of the Boao Forum for Asia Annual Conference 2021 was held in Boao in South Asia's Hainan province. The theme for the conference is A World in a Change, Join Hands to Strengthen Global Governance and Advance Belt and Road Cooperation. We move on to miscellaneous news. Priyanka Mohite becomes first Indian woman to scale Mount Annapurna. Priyanka Mohite became the first Indian woman to scale Mount Annapurna, which is the 10th highest mountain in the world. She hails from Maharashtra. She also holds a record for being the first woman in India to scale Mount Makalu in 2019, the world's 5th highest mountain. She has previously climbed Mount Everest in 2013 and Mount Lhotse in 2018. Mount Annapurna Massif in Himalayas in north-central Nepal, situated at 8,091 meters above sea level. We move on to another news. India ranks in 87th in World Energy Transition Index. India is placed in 87th position among 115 countries. The report has been published by World Economic Forum, prepared in collaboration with Accenture to track nations on current performance on their energy systems across various aspects. The first spot has been topped by Sweden, and the last ranked country is Zimbabwe. We move on to sports. Tamil Nadu's Arjun Kalyan became 68th Grandmaster. Tamil Nadu's Arjun Kalyan became India's 68th chess grandmaster across when he crossed 2,500 ELO mark after beating Dragan Kosic in 5th round of GM round robin Ruzna Zor 3 in Serbia. Arjun is coached by IM Saravana and Ukrainian GM Alexander Golbachov. Vishwanathan Anand became the country's first grandmaster in 1988. We move on to important days. Earth Day, observed on 22nd April. Day being celebrated to spread the awareness for Earth's well-being and to encourage people to support the environmental protection. World Earth Day was first celebrated in 1970. In 2009, the United Nations named International Mother Earth Day. In 2009, the Earth Day has been renamed officially by United Nations in 2009. We move on to important days. International Mother Earth Day is celebrated on 22nd April to spread awareness for people's well-being and to encourage people to support the environmental protection. The World Earth Day was first observed on 1970. Earth Day was renamed officially by United Nations in 2009 as International Mother Earth Day. The theme for 2021 International Mother Earth Day is Restore Our Earth. Next news is International Girls in ICT Day. International Girls in ICT Day, marked annually on 4th Thursday in April, and this year it was observed on 22nd April 2021, and it aims to inspire global movement to increase representation of girls and women in technology. World Book and Copyright Day, observed on 23rd April. World Book and Copyright Day, also known as International Day for Books and World Book Day, annual event has been organized on April 23 by United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. The Director General of UNESCO is Audrey Azoulay, and it was formed on 4th November 1946, and headquarters is in Paris, France. UN English Language and UN Spanish Language Day, observed on 23rd April. 23rd April has been chosen to mark both the birthday and date of death of William Shakespeare. World Veterinary Day, observed on 24th April. It is usually observed on 4th Saturday of April every year, and in 2021 the day falls on 24th April 2021. The theme of World Veterinary Day is Veterinarian Response to COVID-19 Crisis. We move on to another day, International Day for Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace, observed on 24th April, and it is observed by United Nations. We move on to National Panchayati Raj Day on 24th April, and it has been observed since 24th April 1993, when the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act strengthening the Panchayati Raj systems in the country came into force. Rajasthan was the first state which carried out the Panchayati Raj systems in 1959 during the times of the late Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. World Day for Laboratory Animals observed on 24th April. World Day for Animals in Laboratory, known as World Lab Animal Day or World Day for Laboratory Animals. The day was instituted in 1979 by National Anti-Vivisection Society as an international day for commemoration of animals in laboratories. Now we move on to obituaries. Chad President Idris Deby passed away. The President of the Republic of Chad, Idris Deby Itno, has passed away following the confrontation with rebels after he suffered wounds on the battlefield. Deby won the first elections in 1996 and 2001. After this, he continued to win in 2006, 2011, 2016 and 2021. Renowned Qawwali singer Farid Sabri passed away. The Qawwali singer Farid Sabri of famous Sabri Brothers duo has passed away. The Sabri brothers Farid Sabri and Amin Sabri were known for their evergreen numbers like Der Na Ho Jaye, Kahin Der Na Ho Jaye and Ek Mulaqat Zarauri Hai Saman. Friends, with this we come to the conclusion of this session. Stay tuned for next session. We will be back soon.
If you enjoyed this video, please do like and share. Subscribe to this channel to receive expert tips and guidance for clearing various placement exams, and press the bell icon to receive instant notifications.